What is up, Kansas City Chiefs fans? It's your old friend IndyCar Tim here with the Kansas City Chiefs Daily Blitz right here on FanStream Sports. You can find us at fanstreamsports.com, on the FanStream Sports mobile app, our YouTube channel, or wherever you get your podcast. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Welcome into the show as it is a Carolina Panthers post-game edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Daily Blitz right here. And I don't know how many more of these sort of last second win, heart stopping moments that we can continue to have here as Chiefs fans this season. Look, they're not playing their best football, but you can't barely win a game over the lowly 3-7 at the time Panthers. This game had all kinds of concerns all over it. The fact you had an 11-point lead at the half, you had an 11-point lead after 3, going into the fourth quarter, you had this thing wrapped up. You cannot let Dave Canales and Bryce Young back into the game. And look, I know it's football. I know it's the NFL. There's no such thing as bad teams, although we know there is. And anything can happen on any given Sunday, right? I get it. But you're the Chiefs, man. You cannot let this happen. We knew the season wasn't going to go undefeated. That was highly unlikely. It's almost as unlikely as it is for the Chiefs to win a third straight Super Bowl that we're all crossing our fingers for. But man, they say it's better to be lucky than good. The Chiefs have to be running out of luck at some point this season. They absolutely have to be. And this just had terrifying moment after terrifying moment all over the place in the fourth quarter, as, you know, and it was all Patrick Mahomes. It was all Patrick Mahomes. Let's get into the game a little bit here. 30-27, of course, the Chiefs win on a last-second field goal by Schrader. But 10 yards into a scramble, Patrick Mahomes could have easily slid for a first down or simply ducked out of bounds and moved on to the next play, but no. There's a reason he's a 3-time Super Bowl MVP, because he cuts back inside and raced for another 23 yards that helped set up Spencer Schrader's 31-yard field goal as time expired. The game-winning drive was the 21st of Mahomes' career, and the Chiefs won a game decided in the final seconds for the 5th time this season. 8 of the Chiefs' win have come by one-score margins. And I'm telling you, the luck is going to run out if you keep counting on these things. This cannot continue. And I'm smiling as I'm saying that because we know it will, but it's going to come back and bite you, I feel. I feel like it is. Mahomes completed 27-37 passes for 269 yards and 3 touchdowns in his first game ever at Bank of America Stadium. And he ran for another 60 yards, including 33 on that last-minute play, as the Chiefs, who are now 10-1, scored on 6 of their 8 possessions. Noah Gray caught 4 passes for 66 yards and scored 2 touchdowns for the second straight week. DeAndre Hopkins found the end zone for the 2-time defending Super Bowl champions. Kareem Hunt ran for 68 yards on 16 carries and caught 3 balls for 19 yards. Bryce Young played better than he has. He played well for Carolina. He finished 21-35 for 262 yards and a touchdown, while leading the Panthers back from an 11-point deficit in the fourth quarter to tie the game on Chuba Hubbard's 1-yard touchdown run and then 2-point conversion with 1:46 remaining. And the way Young's played this week and last week, Canales, who's always been the head coach, Dave Canales of the Panthers, has always waited since he benched Young earlier in the season for Andy Dalton. He's always waited till 2 or 3 days before game day to announce who's going to be quarterback. However, I guess he was impressed with Young's performance on Sunday, because after the game, he said that, yes, Young is absolutely the starter next week, which is a break from his recent pattern of waiting just a few days before. He said, quote, Bryce is certainly making the most of his opportunities, and he is making a statement to all of us, showing us he can play in critical areas. He did a great job extending today, end quote. But for the Chiefs, there's still room for improvement. For the Panthers, there's room for improvement. for the Chiefs, there's room for improvement. The Chiefs wasted no time setting the tone as Samaje Perine returned the opening kickoff 56 yards, and Mahomes found Gray for a 35-yard touchdown strike on the third play of scrimmage for 7-0 lead. Gray went 9 games without a TD catch before hauling in 2 last week against Buffalo in the loss. His 11-yard score late in the second quarter gave him 2 more against the Panthers. Chiefs coach Andy Reid praised Mahomes' poise, but said he was concerned about his team's 9 penalties for 90 yards. And yes, as everyone well knows, Andy Reid is the disciplinarian, and his teams typically don't make mistakes like that. So the fact that they had 9 penalties for 90 yards on Sunday against the Panthers, that is a little concerning. And again, winning on a last-second field goal. You're going to run out of luck sometime. It's about to happen. I can feel it. You can't keep doing this, guys. Come on. Travis Kelce had 6 catches for 62 yards. He moved into third place in career yards receiving by a tight end. He ranks behind only Tony Gonzalez and Jason Witten. However, Kelce failed to find the end zone for the 9th time in 11 games this season. Running back Jonathan Brooks made his NFL debut for Carolina, but he was limited to 7 yards on 2 carries. The rookie tight end, Jatavion Sanders, we all saw that nasty play. He was taken to the hospital. He was evaluated for a neck injury and then later released. He landed awkwardly on his head after making a catch near the end of the second quarter. So, big win. They're all big wins, right? On the Chiefs' way to what is hopefully a 3rd straight Super Bowl, to become the first team ever to do that. As unlikely as it is, as lucky as you have to be, I hope the Chiefs haven't used up the majority of their luck early in the season, because, man, they've sure used up a bunch of it. But it is what it is. Next week, the Chiefs host the Las Vegas Raiders, who are down 19-13 to the Broncos there in Las Vegas in that division game for the AFC West. The Panthers will host Tampa Bay in another division game in the NFC South. But, man, let's all think the good thought for the Chiefs. In these division games, we know anything can happen. Look what the Cowboys did to the Commanders today, knocking them off at Northwest Stadium in D.C. So, look, we're familiar with it in the AFC West. We've seen it all the time that anything can happen. So, think the good thought for the Chiefs as they prepare for the Raiders. We will talk more about Chiefs-Panthers. We will also preview Chiefs-Raiders for you coming up this week, a little bit later on, as we try to settle in from a Sunday of football, from a Saturday of college football, maybe get ready for some Monday night football. But you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your week. Be safe. And until next time, we'll see you.